Hello students, how are you? Hope so you are well and safe at home. So today on 23rd of October, day Friday, for class 12th chemistry, we have the next topic of aldehyde, ketone and carboxylic acid, that is chemical properties of aldehyde and ketones. Today we will discuss about the oxidation of aldehydes and ketones and few other chemical properties of aldehyde and ketones, just like aldol condensation and Cannizzaro. Okay, so now we start the first topic for today, that is oxidation of aldehydes and ketones. In the last video we have already discussed that there are two conditions. Means if we have the strong oxidizing agent or if we have this weak oxidizing agent, in both the conditions aldehyde can easily oxidized and convert into carboxylic acid, but ketone have a tendency to convert into the carboxylic acid with the lesser number of carbon atoms in presence of the drastic condition and with strong oxidizing agent. In the last video we have already discussed that potassium dichromate acidified, sodium dichromate acidified, alkaline KMnO4, acidic KMnO4, nitric acids, these are strong acids, these are strong oxidizing agents. If we talk about the Tollens reagent and Fehling solution, these both oxidizing agent behaves as a mild oxidizing agent. Means in the presence of Tollens reagent and Fehling solution only, aldehyde have the tendency to convert into carboxylic acid. Clear? But ketones have no tendency for the conversion into the carboxylic acid. So see here, if we have any one of the aldehyde just like RCHO, so aldehyde in the presence of K2Cr2O7 plus H2SO4 means acidified potassium dichromate. So in presence of the acidified potassium dichromate, this aldehyde convert into the same number of carboxylic acid. Clear? There is no change in the carbon number atoms. This aldehyde also oxidize in presence of the weak oxidizing agent, like that Tollens reagent and Fehling solution. So first of all we talk about the Tollens reagent. What is Tollens reagent? Actually, Tollens reagent is ammonical silver nitrate solution. Tollens reagent is ammonical silver nitrate solution. Actually, in the starting way, ammonium hydroxide, which is a liquid ammonia, when reacted with the silver nitrate, it will convert into a gray precipitate. Clear? And that complex compound react with the aldehydes and convert aldehydes into carboxylic acid. So any one of the aldehyde RCHO, when react with the silver nitrate solution Ag NH3 whole twice overall plus 1 with the OH ion. Clear? So in alkaline medium, okay, so aldehydes convert into carboxylate ion RCO negative. Why we use here the anionic condition? Because in the starting we have used here the positive and negative parts, that is anionic condition. That's why we used here in the product side also anionic condition. So aldehydes convert into carboxylate ion. This complex convert into the silver mirror. This shows silver mirror, ammonia liberated in the form of ammonia gas, and this OH ion convert into water. So ultimately we can say aldehydes undergoes oxidation in presence of a mild oxidizing agent like that Tollens agent. Tollens agent is ammonical silver nitrate solution, and this is the formula in the complex condition. AgNH3 whole twice plus 1, clear, and OH negative, that is a basic medium. So this aldehydes convert into the carboxylate ion. If we talk about that is a neutral condition, if we talk about in the neutral condition, so we can write here the ammonium acetate. We can write here ammonium acetate. Okay, and this ammonium acetate further on acidification and convert into carboxylic acid. Okay, so this is the overall reaction of aldehydes for their oxidizing nature. Clear? So aldehyde converted into the carboxylate ion in presence of the Tollens reagent. The second one is a Fehling solution. But see here, this Tollens agent can't be used for the conversion of ketones into the carboxylate ion or the carboxylic acid. Means Tollens agent की presence में या Tollens agent have no tendency, they have no more effect on ketones कि वो ketones को किस में convert करा सके, carboxylic acid में convert करा सके. Clear? But there is an advantage. One advantage there, if we have the unsaturated aldehydes. So unsaturated aldehydes can be easily converted into the unsaturated carboxylic acid in presence of the Tollens reagent. For example, this is unsaturated aldehyde. If we want to convert the compound into the carboxylic acid, and that carboxylic acid 100% contain this double bonded part, means there is a prevention of this double bonded part, so we can use Tollens agent as oxidizing agent. Clear? So this is the conversion of any unsaturated aldehyde into unsaturated carboxylic acid. Okay. The next is the Fehling solution. What is Fehling solution? Actually, the Fehling solution is the mixture of the two components. The first component is the Fehling A and the second one is the Fehling B. So in Fehling A, there is a chemical alkaline copper sulfate, and in the Fehling B, there is a Rochelle salt. Rochelle salt is sodium potassium tartrate. Clear? So Fehling solution is the mixture of the Fehling A and Fehling B. Fehling A plus Fehling B. So Fehling solution is a mixture of the Fehling A and Fehling B. In the Fehling A is the chemical compound of alkaline copper sulfate. And the Fehling B is the Rochelle salt. Rochelle salt is chemically sodium potassium tartrate. Sodium potassium tartrate. Clear? So when these two solutions combine, they fuse together, they forms the cupric ion. They form cupric ion, means aldehydes when react with Cu2 positive ion. Cu2 positive ion donated by this solution. This solution donates Cu2 positive ion. There is a cupric ion in the basic medium, that is OH1 negative, and this aldehydes convert into the carboxylate ion. This Cu2 positive convert to Cu2, that is a brown precipitate. Clear? And this OH ion will convert into water. So ultimately we can say that any one of the aldehydes can easily convert into carboxylate ion or the carboxylic acid in presence of the Cu2 positive ion that are donated by Fehling solution, but benzaldehyde can't be oxidized into benzoic acid. Benzaldehyde can't be oxidized into carboxylate ion or the carboxylic acid or benzoic acid. Simply we can say aromatic aldehydes have no tendency to convert into aromatic carboxylic acid in presence of the Fehling solution. Clear? But aromatic aldehydes, that is benzaldehyde, can easily convert into benzoic acid in presence of the Tollens reagent. So that is the difference. In the number of times बोर्ड ने क्वेश्चंस पुट अप किया है कि व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन एस्टल्डिहाइड एंड बेंजल्डिहाइड. सो वी कैन राइट हियर एस्टल्डिहाइड हैव टेंडेंसी टू ऑक्सीडाइज्ड इन प्रेजेंस ऑफ Fehling solution into carboxylate ion or the carboxylic acid, but benzaldehyde can't be oxidized to benzoic acid or benzoate ion in presence of Fehling solution. तो अगर हमको एरोमेटिक एल्डिहाइड्स और एलिफेटिक एल्डिहाइड में डिफरेंस करना है तो हम इस इक्वेशन का यूज कर सकते हैं, दैट इज Fehling सॉल्यूशन का हम यूज कर सकते हैं. क्लियर? सो दिस इज द पार्ट ऑफ द ऑक्सीडेशन ऑफ एल्डिहाइड्स एंड कीटोन्स. क्लियर? सो नाउ वी टॉक अबाउट द केमिकल रिलेशन ऑफ द कीटोन्स. सो हमने भी क्या बात करी कि कीटोन्स कांट बी इजीली ऑक्सीडाइज्ड इनटू द कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड. If they convert into the carboxylic acid, they react with strong oxidizing agent in the drastic condition, high temperature, high pressure, and they convert into the carboxylic acid but with the lesser number of carbon atoms. So if we talk about any one of the ketones like that are CH2, CO, R, means these two are represent the same number of carbon atoms. Clear? Okay. If we talk about the ketones undergoes oxidation influence of alkaline KMnO4 or K2CR7 plus H2SO4, okay, means in presence of a strong oxidizing agent in the drastic conditions. So what will happen here? This carbon chain will be degraded into two parts. This carbon chain will be degraded into two parts according to the Popp's rule. According to the Popp's rule, the CO, that is a carbonyl group that is present in this compound, will be stay with the lesser number of carbon chain. Clear? The CO part of the carbonyl group will be stay with the lesser number of carbon chain. Clear? The lesser number of carbon parts, and both the chains will be formed carboxylic acid. For example, if we talk about the RCH2COR, it means this CO will be stay with this one R, because this side the number of carbons are less and this side number of carbons are more, because this side one carbon is higher compared to the R. Okay, so this CO will be stay with the lesser number of chain. Clear? The lesser number of carbon atoms. It means from this side the two carboxylic acid will be formed. RCOOH. This CH2 convert into carboxylic acid and this CO also convert into the carboxylic acid. And this compound also convert into RCOH. See, if we talk about CH3, CO, CH3, and this is the simplest ketone, that is acetone. This is the simplest ketone, that is known as acetone or propanone. If this compound undergoes oxidation So this CO will be stay any one of the side because both side and carbon number are same. Okay. If we talk about this one, CO will stay with CH3. It means CH3COH will be formed from this side, CH3COOH, and the right hand side carbon represent to the only one carbon atom. This side represent to single carbon, and single carbon carboxylic acid is known as formic acid. Clear? In the drastic condition, this formic acid can be converted into the CO2 and water. This formic acid converted into CO2 and water. Clear? So this is the part of the ketones. Ketones in the drastic condition means at high temperature or the high pressure, in presence of the strong oxidizing agent, convert into or oxidize into the carboxylic acid, but with the lesser number of carbon atom. And this shows Popp's rule. Popp's rule means the CO will be stay with lesser number of carbon chain. That is the part of aldehydes and ketone oxidation. The last topic of oxidation is iodoform test. Iodoform test means, or simply we can say the haloform test. In this condition, those compound which have CH3CO group means methyl ketone group. If any one of the compound that have CH3CO group means any one of the aldehyde or any one of the ketones. So CH3CO group, if we talk about the aldehyde, so only one aldehyde, that is acetaldehyde, that is CH3CHO. CH3CHO have structure CH3CO group, and CH3CO is present in number of ketones. So number of ketones have tendency to show haloform test because they contain CH3CO group, and aldehydes, only single aldehydes, that is CH3CHO, have tendency to show the haloform test. So now we discussed haloform test. So any one of the compound that contains CH3CO group, like that CH3CO, CH3CO have the two CH3CO, means this compound. Clear? So any one of the aldehydes or ketones that represent to the CH3CO group have tendency to react with NaOX. NaOX is sodium hypohalite. This compound is known as sodium hypohalite. If we talk about this compound NaOI, so we write here sodium hypoiodide. This compound is sodium hypoiodide. Clear? So one carbon from this carbon chain convert into the iodoform, that is CHI, or simply we can say CHX3. Means it will convert into the haloform. This is the iodoform, CHI3s, iodoform ClCl3s, chloroform. If we write here NaOCl. Clear? So if we take NaOCl, it will convert into CHCl3, that is a chloroform. If we take here NaOI, means hypoiodide, it will convert into iodoform. Iodoform, actually it is a yellow in color. Iodoform represent to yellow color compound, yellow color precipitate. That's why we are specially used distinguish between the number of aldehydes, in between the number of ketones, in between aldehyde और ketones. अगर कभी किसी भी दो aldehyde का डिफरेंस करना है और स्ट्रक्चर में दिखाई देता है कि एक के पास CH3CO है और एक के पास CH3CO ग्रुप नहीं है, तो जिसके पास CH3CO ग्रुप होगा, it have 100% tendency to react with hypoiodide and convert into iodoform, that is yellow precipitate. The rest of the carbon, suppose there are 3 carbons, one carbon convert into iodoform and rest of the 2 carbon convert into sodium salt of carboxylic acid. Means CH3COO Na and but the removal of NaOH. Clear? So CH3COCH3 when react with NaOI, it will convert into yellow precipitate, that is iodoform compound. Next is sodium acetate and NaOH. It means this ketone easily oxidized into the sodium salt of the carboxylic acid. So ये ऑक्सीडेशन की टर्मिनोलॉजी है. किसका ऑक्सीडेशन हो रहा है? कुछ स्पेसिफिक एल्डिहाइड्स और कीटोन्स का, जिनके पास में CH3CO ग्रुप अवेलेबल होता है. क्लियर? तो जिनकी स्ट्रक्चर में CH3CO ग्रुप प्रेजेंट है, they have tendency to convert into iodoform, they have tendency to convert into the sodium salt of the carboxylic acid, means they easily undergoes oxidation. Clear? And this type of oxidation is known as methyl ketone oxidation. Clear? This type of oxidation is known as methyl ketone oxidation. Clear? Or simply we can say it is a haloform reactions. Clear? So this is the part of the oxidation of aldehyde and ketones. Okay? Thank you, students.